Are we on? Looks like we're good. Good morning, ladies and gents. Welcome to another video brought to you by Total Control Traders. In today's video, we're going to start it off a little bit different here. Good morning, ladies and gents. Welcome to another video brought to you by Total Control Traders. In today's video, we're going to start it off a little bit different here. All right, there we go. Yeah, let me know if you can hear my typing. I think I set the mic right so that you shouldn't be able to hear it. Anyways, all right. So in today's video, we're going to start it off a little bit different, as I was saying. Got an important message for all our viewers. We're looking to start doing more live videos, which will allow timely updates, real-time updates with real-time interactions, and based on the experience from Monday evening's live, which some of you may have not seen yet, as I decided to take the video off. I'll be taking that customer experience hat off, if you know what I mean. No, I'm not gonna be extra polite anymore. I don't know if I have been, but regardless, I'm just gonna be real with you guys going forward. You know, when I thought about it, you guys ain't my boss. I'm not making money from making these videos, so I'm just gonna be speaking to you as if I would with my friends and family from now on. So I do apologize in advance if there is going to be any profanity that may or may not occur in our videos, starting with this one. Yeah, so that's the main message. There will still be a level of professionalism, of course, because we are going to be viewing charts and whatnot, keeping it professional. But I will only be calling things out as I see them going forward. Will not be wasting time debating with comments that are not chart related. If you think I'm coming across as rude, condescending, or whatever, you know, yeah. All I can say is, well, grow the fuck up. Not everything's about you, and I'm speaking solely to the charts as they're coming across, what my thoughts are on them, and where I think they are going. It's solely going to be about the charts, not about whether if you are trading it right or wrong, whether if you're making money or not. No one gives a damn. All right, so let's get into the chart. With that message being said, I think we are good to go. First one, SPX. We're coming up to that 122. Yeah, 122 extension. Getting real close. Slight bearish volume to start the day pre-market. Already looks okay. Potential for an hourly trend change. Wow, there has not been significant hourly trend change. So there's 45.95. The bull's gonna want to hold that. If that were to be lost, then that's going to be the hourly trend change. Let's take a look at where that key indicator is for 8-hour 8. And that is above that 45 that we just talked about. So it's at 46.16. 8-hour 8 remains the guide. Once this is lost, we are closing under it. Then that will be the real concern. So looking at this move so far, we have lost it once, which was the back test. We actually didn't get the actual back test of the previous all-time high, which is at 45.51. It only came back down to 45.53. Oh, Yeah, so no immediate backtest of the previous high. Let's watch what today's action looks like. 30-minute trend has just changed to the bear. All right, so wedge, lower high, lower low, lower high, and then lower low again. 30-minute is now in the bearish favor. Okay, Nas still bullish trend. Same idea, 8 hour 8 was lost at that same time. We are now over the 1 to 2 extension. Still looking strong. The only green index of the 4. Rest is a little bit sketchy looking to me. Okay, both days were new highs, new all-time high, very slightly. 2368.46 and 0.43 today. Previous high is 2368.31. So extremely slightly a new all-time high, and we're seeing potential for reversal now. What we could be seeing, as mentioned, ideally what I want to see is a backtest of that long-term wedge upper trend line before an actual move up. So let's see if we actually get that today. Something that looks like that. You know, it's been a while since we've gone live, aside from Monday, which is, there's still a lot of things to sort out, it seems, as the video goes live. And so do bear with me. Okay, so it does stream at 1080, so that's good. All right, Dow, nothing major. US dollars, nothing major. Potential for a head and shoulders. Nope. Nope, doesn't look great. Trend's already changed. Lower low, lower high. So let's see if we get that lower low. Let's do lower trend line. Bull's gonna want to hold that. US 10 years, a little bit of a red sign for the market. We are seeing continuation on this bear move, losing that key trend line. Yeah, that very key trend line, we are losing it. So we could be seeing bearish pressure coming into the market. This is a leading indicator. This is what I'm looking at. Gold, nothing spectacular. Bitcoin, nothing spectacular either. Looks like a weekly bull flag to me. Yeah, so far it's a weekly bull flag. Ooh. Oh my goodness. Look at this. What a move. There's potential for further upside on Bitcoin. My God. That's great. Should be taking opportunity of this, or using this opportunity. So let's take a look at Hive. Oh, it's going. It just broke bull yesterday. over the uptrend line of the channel. I like this. We should be playing some crypto related. There is a key zone up here. We haven't had a second touch yet. Ooh, we're right at that bottom of the key zone. So let's see if we get that follow through today. With the close of yesterday, we should get follow through. Opening up right now is it's looking like it's gonna be a lower open. 14% move yesterday. Oh, we don't want to see that rejection today. A little bit extended on the daily. We're gonna need to see that follow through. Ideally, get to at least the top of the key zone. All right. Let's get into the hottest tickers. First one, we're gonna do coin. While we're on the topic of crypto, so let's take a look at coin. Touch a GP. Last time's bounce was a 0.382 that got rejected, came back down, formed a head and shoulders with neckline right here, broken over. We're seeing follow through. What a bull move since then. So held the key zone strong in the sense that it did not revisit this triple bottom. Yeah, so this was a head and shoulders. Let's actually draw it out so it's a bit easier for those of you who are visual. Shoulders, head, right shoulders, neckline is in between the two shoulders, or just where the head is, the two lower ends of the head, which is this trend line. A broken bear, and we saw follow through. So that was the head and shoulders play, and from here, huge bull move straight into that GP this time. Wow, 50-some%. 53%, almost 54% already. So we're seeing a slight rejection yesterday. We are extended on the daily. Yesterday ended up being a spinning top candlestick, so very likely from here, what I'm gonna be seeing, what I would anticipate from here would be a revisit somewhere here. If we see follow through today's going to be very key to determine whether it's going to be bearish or we're going to be visiting that top of the GP. If we were to see bearish action today, I would anticipate a revisit of this key zone, which we actually didn't see reaction on. Okay, so there's not a whole lot of previous history, price action, resistance, support on coin in this area. Meaning it could very well, if we continue, it could be very easy for the bulls to push through this whole area all the way up. The only resistance I see is right at that GP, right around there, and that's not even the actual resistance, to be honest. Yeah, so if we see follow through on the bearish price action today, I would anticipate a revisit of this area, which lines up with that trend line. And next one, so the two names I wanted to make sure I cover. First one is BBBY, which is gonna be on top watch today. Pre-market opening up 50% higher. But why is it going to be on top watch if it's already 50% higher? Because yesterday's after hours was actually, I believe it's what, 70%? Ooh, it actually ran 91%. So this is based on the news, and things like this do get shared in our trading Slack chat group as well. It's just to show you guys quickly here. ABBY. Oh, it's getting cut off. Alright, so TCT Wing Share BBBY news. This doesn't say much, hey? When I read it, it was something about 1 billion share buyback. Anyways, just to show you guys that it does get shared. If you have time, you can read through it. Part of the benefits for being in our TCT trading chat group. Alright, so 1 billion shares buyback program. Yesterday was cars. Yesterday open or before open was cars, and then after hours is BPPY. So I am starting to see a trend of share buyback programs that as we anticipated due to, I can't remember the exact reason. I do believe it's something to do with stimulus stopping or something like that. And I was reading some fundamental analysis saying that to expect more and more share buyback starting. So I am starting to see a trend of that. First one yesterday being cars, today being BBBY, Bed and Beyond. Also, I think they already completed 600 million out of that billion. So there's gonna be another 400 million left. We are in that key zone. Don't really like where we're gapping up into. Right into that key zone. So there is going to be, that gap is still going to be left behind, eh? Unless we fill it today, of course. I have to see what that early price action looks like in the first 30 minutes of the day. Huge bull volume on the gap down. Continuation. Huge bull volume yesterday. Straight back up. Let's clean the chart up here. Yeah, so I'll be watching this very closely today. BBBY, first 30 minutes, first hour. I want to see what the price action looks like. We'll be getting in, we'll be getting a foot in regardless. Just a matter of when. Top watch. The other one, got a requested ticker in here from us trading group. From TCT fam. First one, BNGO. So picked this up yesterday at the open. Requested by Skychin. So let's see, pre-market's up. Oh, I don't like where pre-market's opening up at. Right at the high of yesterday. Somewhat of a resistance area. 637 looks more to the point of resistance. Let's see. If I were to draw this, where's this at? 639. Okay. Yeah, so I would say 637 looks like where the resistance is going to be at. That's 32. 27. Okay. So we have a little bit of room to go, but reason why I picked it up is looking at this chart, did miss the ideal entry of wedge break on Monday. Yeah, on Monday. But I was okay with missing it because looking at the chart, we see some fake outs here. For example, this was a breakout of the wedge. So just depending on how you draw that upper trend line, this was not as clear because we did draw it. We covered it on Monday evening's video. That's when we saw the break. What you could be doing as well instead would be like that would make sense, yeah. A trend line like this one. So then this shows we did get the clear break yesterday, and I didn't get in. Yeah, I actually didn't get in right at the open because I gave it a 15-30 minutes, wanting to see what the price action looks like. See if we come back to fill the gap before an actual move. But the buying pressure was strong. We see it. You see this volume. If I were to zoom into yesterday's more detailed Let's do 15 minutes. All right, so yesterday's price action. Opened up, gap up, straight buying. Okay, and from there, I was looking at the 5 minutes. Slight selling, then straight buying up. And from there, bull flag confirm, bull flag, and yeah, this is where my entry was. That 5 minute 8 touch, and continued buying. Afterwards, slight selling off, lower low, but then got bought up again. And if you look at the volume on these, the selling off volume is very low, including back here. There was one big candle here, but you can still see huge lower wick. Buying pressure, I think it's strong. BNGO, and as mentioned on Monday evening's video, again, some of you may have not seen it. I did take the video off. Monday evening's video, even if we were to move from the wedge break to that long-term wedge, there's long-term wedge upper trend line, just that alone is 44% to be made. So from yesterday's closing price, we are looking at another 28% move still. BNGO, really like it. We'll be sticking to the chart. I am playing with reduced sizing, however, due to the earnings coming up on November 4th. All right, let's take a look at what other tickers people are watching. Oh, another one that's requested is GME. Whew! Gap up, continuation, amazing. Or I mean, sorry, gap up, potential gap up today. So I played this as a scalp on Monday, just because it's the first day back, so I didn't want to swing it. But the chart looks great, and we did get the continuation yesterday, so we'll be looking at re-entry on GME, long-term wedge. Okay, it's a wedge that has developed since January, and upper trend line 1, 2, breakout, fake outs. There was another rejection here. 3, 4 rejections from the upper trend line. 1, 2, 3. Didn't touch. So 3 touches on that lower trend line. And we saw an actual break on Monday with conviction. Let's go into that 30-minute chart. So Monday you can see a break with conviction, follow through. This was a little bit of a potential for fake out again, but next candle you see confirmation, bull flag, confirmation again. We did play this on the break. I think it was this candle we bought in as a scalp, and even just the day alone, 200 monthly calls. I can't remember where the entry was. Sold half of it up here. That was a 7.5% move on the stock price, but it was 90-some% move on the call. So it was great scalp. And then yesterday missed the scalp entry, but we are seeing continuation on this name. We'll be on top watch for the remainder of the week, potentially into next week. I do believe that this, based on this long-term wedge bull break, we should see a revisit of somewhere around here, 344, this key zone up here. Would make sense. Volume actually doesn't really look nice yesterday though. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, today ideally what I want to see, and this is partly because I'm not in gap up, I want to see a revisit. There's a strong trend line, multiple rejections, makes sense for a revisit before an actual move up. So let's watch for that today. Okay, so that's GME. I'm just gonna go through the watch list here. Space. Been a while since we looked at this. Back down at its lows. Money line coming up. No sign of reversal yet. Whoa. Gap down, sell off. This is bad. Then another gap down. And then another gap down. One, two, three. Potential for reversal from here. It could be a 3 gap down kind of play. So one. Yeah, so there is a gap down here. It got filled though. Regardless, this is a 3rd gap down. Let's keep space. Let's move the notification a little bit closer here. Or alert. We're opening up lower. Do I want to hear? Yeah, we'll set this alert here. Above yesterday and today's high. And we'll set an alert below the lows. The 3rd gap lows. Could be some great opportunity here. I do want to, ideally I'd rather see a money line touch before touching this name. But the opportunity is there. BA. Oh, it's still in that wedge. Jeez. Let's draw the wedge out here. So this wedge started forming back in February, March. Yeah, these are the lowest holding. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4 touches on the lower trend line already. 2, 3, 4. Breakout, fake out, 5 roughly. So 5 touches on the upper trend line. Opportunities there for a BA as well. Saw some decent bull volume, but no actual price action until the 3rd day. So what this could mean is sellers are finally running out. Big bear volume on earnings, unable to push it down below the wedge. I hate playing this name, to be honest. You know, it's a huge long-term wedge, and what it, based on experience, what it likes to do is have a breakdown fake out before an actual move. So let's watch for that. Looks like the lower alert already went off. It's time to 204.80. It's time to squeeze our alerts closer. So I'm gonna put it here. 204.80. This one is 204.60. We'll put ours at 204, a little bit higher, somewhere there. And then this one can come down now. Key resistance support. Once this is broken, we'll be making an entry. You can see multiple resistances here and a support here. Multiple resistances from back there as well, and it will indicate a upper trend line break if this is broken. So BA will be watching for the break of this upper trend line for an entry. AAL took an entry on AAL yesterday. We're gonna need to see that follow through today though. Yesterday I was anticipating somewhat of a follow through, but nothing came out of it. So gonna need to see that follow through today. If we were to see bearish action, we'll be exiting the trade. Chart's kind of messy. Nothing spectacular on AAL, so we won't be spending too much time on it. CCL. Oh, broke bear under the trend line. The lower trend line, the long-term lower trend line of the channel. We've broken bear on CCL now. See if we get a back test and reject. Pattern wise, not seeing a whole lot on the pattern wise. There could be a wedge. You could say that there is a wedge upper trend line, wedge lower trend line. Let's see if this works. Somewhat. Anyways, no, neither of those work too well for me. Shorter term wise, this will be the wedge that we're going to be watching. On that upper trend line bull break, same idea with BA and yeah, same idea with BA. On the wedge upper trend line break, we should see decent bullish action. There is only two touches on the lower trend line. That's a little bit more of a concern versus BA, multiple touches. RCL. Broken bear from this lower trend line was roughly the last time we looked at it. And it seems like it's chopped around. So it did see some follow through to that lower part of the key zone before a bounce. Then it's actually looking okay, similar. Okay, so this is going to be one of the key trend lines I'm going to have to be paying attention on RCO. 1, 2, 3 rejections ready. So if we do move up to this trend line again, do not want to see a rejection. 3 rejections, ideally you want to see a bull break from here. And there is a lower trend line in here as well. Looks like we broken bear. Yeah, there's a couple of ways to draw this. I'm not going to keep it on there for now. But there is a lower trend line. I'm just going to use this for now. Yeah, see what the reaction looks like over here. Alright, RCL. Nothing spectacular either. MAR. Ooh, that new all-time highs? MAR is on new all-time highs? Damn. We played this back from here. 130s, and now it's at one. Okay, not a whole lot of movement. But, hey, it's in new all-time highs. What an amazing move. Straight from where we bought. There's a daily bull flag, but there was a reason and it wasn't related to the stock itself that caused us to sell this or take profit at least. So we took profit on, I can't remember, it wasn't here for sure, it was somewhere around here with an entry over here. So we did make a decent profit. It was moving too slow for my liking for sure, and that's why it cost me to sell it. Part of the reason, aside from the market conditions, I'm pretty sure. Regardless, right now it's new all-time highs. To me, this is a weekly bull flag. Yeah, weekly bull flag. Wow, chart looks strong. So it's a weekly bull flag, on top of which right now we are forming a cup and handle on the daily. Let's draw this out. So this is the cup. And okay, wrong button. right now. This is the handle. So there's a couple of handle forming right now. I mean, the cup is a little bit smaller comparing to the handle, but it is still ideal for the bulls. Weekly bull flag with a flag that's flying upwards, trending upwards. I'm gonna set an alert. I sort of want to set an alert just to watch this. I wouldn't play it personally, just because it's not too aggressive enough. It's not volatile enough for me. So even from when we made our entry, this is 23%. It's decent. I mean, 36 trading days is a little bit. It is a little bit long, especially in the current market that we're looking at. As mentioned, I will be focusing on RUS for the probably till the end of the year. And with RUS being small caps, there's gonna be, I do anticipate a lot of more growth names movement, meaning there's a lot more better opportunities out there based on my anticipation. So I sort of wanna let's just set an alert anyways, at least to, if anything, I'll be reminding myself to look back at this stock, see if we do see continuation from this cup and handle and new all-time high. Held, not very interesting. Lost the channel, still sort of grinding up. Back into the channel now. Let's continue this channel further out. Okay, so speaking of growth names, let's go through some growth names I really want an update on. DNA. What is this? How come we never looked at it before? Chart looks amazing. Double bottom. Continuation. Whoa, this looks like a very good chart to be trading. This move alone was 53, actually 62%. I hope somebody played it. DNA. I don't know why we never looked at it. It is on my watch list, so it was one of the newer ones. But definitely gonna be keeping an eye on this name going forward. I'm not seeing a lot of, aside from this lower part, of course. This is for sure a key zone. Aside from that, I'm not seeing a whole lot. I guess you could say that there is one. No, I like it here more. Probably somewhere around there is a key zone. But then aside from that, I'm not seeing a whole lot of support resistances. Very interesting chart. Very interesting indeed. Alright, so new all-time high zone. This doesn't seem to have any reaction. No reaction here either. Alright. So, let's see. I would want to set an alert over here for an entry potential, and probably above the daily 80 MA. Looks like bearish is getting the bears are getting follow through right now, so I would not anticipate a complete reversal into new all-time high. Daily bull flag has been lost. Yeah, this is gonna be one of the names that we're gonna be keeping on watch going forward, with an alert on it set all the time. Looks like a great name for whether it's scalping, swing trading, whichever. Even if you were to have entered on this wick, which became 4 more trading sessions, and then you sold on the wick, so give another 5 extra days. That's 14 trading sessions for 68%. Whoa, why would you not want to sculpt that? Then let's do, if you knew what was going on, say you had good info, Intel, 10 trading days. This is the kind of move that you can expect. 10 trading sessions for 54%. Yeah, so looking like an amazing name for scalp trading for what we like to do here at TCT. I sort of want to start. Let's take a quick look at the ticker that we discussed on Monday evening's video. There it is, BTTX. So NASCAR was trading this, based on what I'm reading, was trading this on IPO and made a profit here. And as I was discussing this ticker, I mentioned that with IPO, well, let's go through the complete thing. First thing, I did make a mistake thinking I don't understand this chart. Why is it trading so flat? Because it was an IPO on nasdaq on Tuesday. No, Monday. Monday was the IPO. And that's why there's huge volume, huge upper wick. So what I did mention was, regardless if this is the IPO, what I would anticipate is IPO, there's always going to be a hype buy on the IPO day, and then there's going to be profit taking. So we set an alert to see whether if we're going to break under Monday's low or if we're going to break above Monday's high. And the alert went off yesterday. As most IPOs, it is behaving the same thing. It's similar, at least. IPO, hype buy, and from there we are seeing new lows. So let's see if we get follow through today on this new low. Personally, as mentioned, I would not be touching this. There is definitely profit to be made. If you like to play IPOs, it's actually one of the more guaranteed plays, I would say. It's one of the easier plays. If you're interested, you should be looking at it. This IPO names are very easy to track, as long as the company, what I would say is, as long as the company has some sort of background, not a scam kind of company, not pennyland kind of company, as long as they have decent size, especially if they're gonna be IPOing into NASDAQ, any of the major indexes, NASDAQ, SPX kind of thing, there should be very nice profits to be made on the IPO day. We all know the behavior. Most of us should know the behavior of the IPOs by now, and that is the hype buying right off the bat. And then from there, you just gotta make sure you set profit taking stop losses, trailing stop losses, whichever one you want to use, whichever one suits you. I would say in IPO kind of buying scenarios, I would probably use trailing stop loss to make it easier on myself. Just sort of buy at the IPO open, and then trailing stop, give it a few percent kind of thing. What is this? Oh, that's a big percent. 7:30. I don't imagine it actually started trading at 7:30. Usually they get delayed, but if it did, let's say 14%. Ooh. Okay, so you're gonna need definitely need some heart for this as well. Make sure if you use trailing stop loss, give it quite a decent percent. Look at that run. Woo! 146%, all given back plus more. So this doesn't really apply. Anyways, yeah, huge profits to be made on this kind of IPO. What a run. Let's say you didn't nail the bottom, you didn't nail the IPO, you got an entry and you got scared here on this upper wick. You got an entry here once you saw the continuation. So let's say you got a bad entry at the top of it, and then you started seeing wick forming. Let's say you sold here. That alone is still a 25% scalp. Whew. And worst case, this is worst case scenario. What I can see is buying at the IPO high, the open of the IPO high, continuation, spinning top candlestick, follow through of the bears, selling at this candle. That's 86%. So that is just an example. IPO, there is a lot of money to be made. play with caution. Do not swing into the second day. That's my only advice on IPOs. And as mentioned, when I speak to a stock, I'm not speaking to your trades, just looking at the chart. Solely the chart, simply the chart. All right. CAR looks like it's gapping down. Actually, we discussed BBBY already with a share buyback and looking for an entry, but I want to see what the first 30-minute, 1 hour price action looks like first. And while we're on the topic, we did not discuss CAR. So CAR yesterday, Avis, what I found very interesting. So same thing, share buyback, huge move yesterday. 217%, 218% on a, what's the company size? 1.11 billion on an 11 billion market cap company to have 218% move. What a crazy move. Now, what I found very interesting, and I don't believe this has happened before, and this is because the company is 11 billion market cap. What is it? There it is. Okay. Dow Jones Transportation had its biggest candle ever yesterday. I don't think there's, as far as I can see, there was no single day candle as big as yesterday, and this was due to CAR. That was just very interesting to me. Anyways, so potential for what it looks like. Of course, the buyback share sizes are different. The buyback amounts are different as well, but we'll be keeping CAR on watch as well. I did set an alert on it. It's not going to be on one of my top 24 charts. Just going to let the alert play off. Once it goes off, then I'll go back to look at it. Right now, it is in a 30-minute bull flag formation. Played a scalp yesterday on it from down here all the way up till 358 was the selling, so somewhere around here. Nice 14%. Yeah, so this is a 30-minute bull flag. Essentially, right now we are going to be opening up below that 30-minute 8. So we'll not be touching this today. We'll be focusing on BBBY instead. Morning, Darren. Sorry, didn't see you there. Thanks for joining us, eh? All right, so that's CAR. We got just under 10 minutes. What are the other ones? Let's go back to our growth stocks. Got sidetracked from DNA. Woo! Oh, I still can't believe what an amazing chart it is. DNA. Oh, I want to play it. We discussed space. Let's take a look at football. Amazing move on Monday. Follow through yesterday. Opening up. Oh, it's actually looking fairly nice. Opening up, nothing major concern. No major concern. There's not opening up into resistance and there's no gap up. So earnings is coming up. We're gonna have to watch. I would keep this on the chart for now. And we did see sorry, give me 1 sec, guys. Oh, hey, I just realized. You did join us, hey, Darren? Taking up your advice. Trying out the morning live. And I figure you can always rewind anyways too, right? Alright, so we did get a... Monday was the bull break over the upper trend line of Fubo. Should be setting an alert on this. Now my little bit of a concern is we are potentially thinking that there's going to be some bearish pressure on Russ. Well, I guess hoping in the sense, because we wanted to see get a lower entry on Russ. And if that's the case, there could be bearish pressure on these growth names for the next little while. But we should be keeping Fubo on watch. 22 to 30. Oh my god, it already had 50% move already? Oh, it did. Okay, wouldn't really touch it for now. Gonna set an alert back here. See if we get a back test. And an alert up above 35. If we bull break, there should be a momentum play within there. But we did move 50% already, so from here I wouldn't touch it until one of these two are broken or touched. Alright, next is FSR. Nice bullish action as well. Earnings is not confirmed, but saying it's today. Choppy chart. Okay, so there is now definitely a key zone over here. I'll probably use this action up to, looks like a big zone. Oh yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Now that we've broken over this interior key zone, if we see follow through today, we are a little bit extending on the daily, but there is a huge lower wick. So if we see follow through today, I would anticipate that we're going to revisit that next zone again. Volume is there. Momentum is there. Not too interesting to me. 30-some% move already. It's pretty decent. A little bit extended on the daily though. Alright, next is workhorse. Got a few more to cover, 5 minutes. So let's spend a minute each on these. Workhorse not looking too exciting. We are reversing. There is a reversal forming right now. Opening nicely, increasing bull volume. Earnings is coming up on November 9th. So from here, gonna have to watch for reaction around this area between 799 to 860-ish. We're gonna need to break over 838 before coming back down for a daily trend reversal. Increasing bull volume, looking nice. Yeah, would imagine the earnings would either help or break. Make a break. QS. Ooh, daily trend reversed. Actually, no, daily trend reversed back here. And we're seeing follow through. I like this. Okay. That's my alert for 3 minutes left. Gotta clean up the chart here. There's way too much stuff going on. We'll keep those two. We'll keep this one. Don't need this one. And we're gonna have to move the alerts now. I would probably move it to here. And right around there. So those are the two alerts, two spots where I would set the alert for. Looking, I really like this actually. So if you look at this, it goes sideways or consolidate for a little bit of time before. It's kind of an inverse of what generally stocks do. It's a elevator up, steps down, kind of, instead of elevator down, step up. 0.786. Okay, so this was a weak sign of weakness. So we're gonna have to see what the consolidation on this one looks like. Ideally, we want to see a GP hold, then I will buy. GP hold. Hey, that's exactly where my alert is set at. Okay, so that's QS. Let's get one last one in before we end today's video. Skills. Does not look too interesting. I wouldn't even bother setting an alert on this actually. It is daily trend reversal potential. We are seeing a daily higher high. Higher low was set back here. So daily higher high, and we are potentially looking at a daily both leg right now. Earnings will probably make or break this. Let's, just for the heck of it, let's set an alert above this resistance. I would anticipate a daily higher low before an actual break. Squeeze one more in. DNMR. Weakness. Trying to go for that daily trend reversal. Gonna need to break 1844. Yeah, chart doesn't look too exciting for now. Alright, that's it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoy the content. If you know anyone who can benefit, who you think will benefit from the content we share, please do consider sharing our channel. Love seeing you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the first morning live that we've done in months. Thank you again to Darren's recommendation. Let's give this a try. I will see you guys in the next video.